You got to slow down because you're talking so fast. I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. I'll have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the
you got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite from the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that.
Unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
All right, guys, today's episode is an absolute heater. Judge Oakley is back in action, and once again, he's schooling a sovereign citizen like only he can. Seriously, no one puts these clowns in their place quite like Judge Oakley. He's got the perfect mix of patience, sarcasm, and authority. Now, today's genius is in court for assaulting his girlfriend, but instead of owning up, he's out here pulling the usual sovereign citizen playbook. You know the drill, paperwork gibberish, made-up laws, and a complete disregard for reality. When are these guys going to realize that none of this works? As you're watching, let me know what you think this guy's IQ is, because from where I'm sitting, it's not looking too promising. All right, enough talk. Let's dive in and watch this explosive hearing unfold.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Goodman?
Well, Your Honor, I spoke with Mr. Goodman. Mr. Goodman asked me to tell you that the prosecutor in this case has no power of attorney over him. He's an Israelite. There's no grounds under the bar code this matter should be dismissed. I believe he may want to represent himself. You may ask for some clarification if you talk to Mr. Goodman, but that's what he told me to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Goodman, are you requesting that you represent yourself on this matter? You're muted, Mr. Goodman.
What I'm saying is, nobody has power of attorney law over me through the barcode. I'm the beneficiary. My name is not those capital letters, so I'm an Israelite from the 12 tribes. So what I'm saying is I'm representing myself. That's all that needs to be said, because that's what the law is. I got common law jurisdiction. It's a non-violent crime. So I push for it to be dismissed under the barcode.
Well, it's not going to be dismissed today. So simple question. Are you representing yourself from this point forward? Yes or no?
Yes, I'm counseling myself.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, you're out. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I said, are you planning on filing a motion, or would you like to set this case for trial?
I'm planning on filing a motion to dismissal because there's no grounds or no standing over my case, because nobody has power of attorney law to hear me, to even take this process even further. You got to prove that first. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me to hear this matter. Okay, I'm an Israelite.
You're saying, but you don't know what you're talking about.
I do know what I'm talking about. You don't have power of attorney law. The prosecutor don't have power of attorney law. You don't have power of attorney law. It's under the barcode.
Mr. Goodman, please do not interrupt me. I'm trying to be polite.
Okay, it's under the barcode, though. This is what you signed up to do. You're a public servant. So
right, unless you are a price on a can of beans, we don't need a barcode.
Yes, I am. I'm a human being. I'm not a deity. I'm a human being. I'm a living man. I'm a living being. I'm not no cargo. I'm not none of that. It's under the barcode. Okay. This is the real law.
Come here.
You have no standing or no ground.
Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date for your motion.
I'm only here to threaten cohesion.
Pardon me?
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
So this guy wants all his rights intact, even the imaginary ones like the right to drive without a license. Yeah, that's not how any of this works. Driving is a privilege, not a right. It's literally one of the first things you learn in any civics class. But wait, here's the twist. Now he's claiming to be an Israelite. Seriously? Tell me if I'm wrong, but this feels like a weak attempt to dodge the sovereign citizen label. These guys know the courts are onto them. Heck, sovereign citizens have already been flagged as a domestic terror threat. So now, all of a sudden, he's got a brand new identity. Sounds a little too convenient. To me, it looks like another desperate tactic to avoid taking responsibility for the chaos he's causing. But I'm curious, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Let's jump back into this madness.
I can't understand what you're saying. I think you're too close to your mic.
I want all my rights intact to me at all times. Do you agree?
I can't understand you, so no, I don't agree. I hear you're something
Okay,
all the time. but I don't know what you're saying.
text me all the time. I want all my rights to text me all the time.
All right, I can't understand you. All right,
Okay.
Are you still living on border? Are you still living on border? Mr. Goodman, are you still living on border?
Ashley, keep yourself muted, please. Your child keeps crying. Thank you.
No, I live somewhere else. I moved.
All right, can you give me that address, please?
I stay at hotel rooms from time to time because I don't have no house right now. So I've been staying in hotel rooms.
Geographically, where are you at today?
Detroit, Michigan.
All right. So my next pretrial date is when, Heather?
It is March 8th.
All right. So, Mr. Goodman, I'm going to give you a date on March 8th to file a motion. You file a motion, we'll hear it on March 8th. That's going to be in person.
Motion for dismissal?
Whatever you want to file a motion. You said you wanted to file a motion. So I'm giving you a hearing date for your motion.
What time?
We'll schedule that at 10 a.m. and this is going to be live. No Zoom.
All right.
I'm having trouble
All right. I want all my rights to text me all the time.
Pardon?
I'm only here to threaten confusion. I just want all my rights to text me all the time. And everybody just got to prove that they got power of attorney.
You got to slow down because you're talking so fast I can't understand you. I keep hearing all time, but that's all I'm getting.
Okay, what I'm saying is for the dismissal, I'm about to put it in today. You got to prove that you got power of attorney law from you. I'm going to have to sue the courthouse for 100-fold.
Mr. Goodman, I don't have to prove a damn thing to you, sir. If you're here on the,
you got to prove that you got power of attorney law over me. You don't have power. I don't care what you're talking about.
Attorney over you, Mr. Goodman. Listen
yes, you do. You need power of attorney law to talk to me. You ain't got no ground. You ain't no standing. You ain't got no ground on understanding. I got the affidavit of truth right here. I got authenticate birth certificate. I got a letter of intent over here right now. I broke all my contracts with the government. I'm not those capital letters. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. My name is Israel. I'm an Israelite. I'm with the 12 tribes of Israel. You don't got no power of attorney law over me. I'm pushing for dismissal. I'm suing your courthouse for 100-fold.
Here we go again. Another sovereign citizen threatening to sue the court for $100,000. Like that's ever worked. Newsflash. You can't sue the court for doing its job. It's called judicial immunity. Look it up. Judges are literally protected from lawsuits over their courtroom decisions. But these clowns never seem to get the memo. Every time one of them throws out the "I'm suing you" line, it's just laughable. What really blows my mind, though, is how they commit obvious crimes and then act totally shocked when they're held accountable. Like, bro, actions have consequences. It's honestly embarrassing and kind of scary because it feels like we're watching the IQ of the nation. Drop in real time. But don't go anywhere because up next, we're heading into this guy's next hearing. And surprise, surprise, he's in jail. Why? He missed his own court date. Let's check it out.
Try it again, counsel. I'm sorry.
Good morning, Your Honor. Patricia Manning for the people, P84088.
All right. And Mr. Goodman, can you hear us okay?
Yes, sir.
All right. And Ms. Murphy, what are we doing on these files?
Judge, it's my understanding that Mr. Goodman has an appointment at the Forensic Center on January 31st. As Your Honor knows, he has pending cases in Frank Murphy. He went before Judge Michael Callahan yesterday. He was, his bond was reinstated with a tether. I believe Your Honor has put a 250, 10% bond on Mr. Goodman. You know, Your Honor, that I'm going to ask you to reduce that bond to something affordable.
All right, so I've got two files. One file's got that 250, 10% with a GPS tether. That would be the February 5, 2022 incident date. And then the other file, which is the misdemeanor file from May 10, 2019, he's just on a personal on that one with a GPS tether.
Right, and you know, Your Honor, that I don't represent him on the DV.
Right. But he finally does have a date for a forensic exam?
Yes, Judge.
Okay. All right. So you just want to adjourn the PCC?
Yes, Judge. And ask for a reduction in bond.
Thank you. And Mr. Goodman, have you talked to an attorney on the domestic violence case, or are you representing yourself on that one?
I have nobody to represent me. I think it was Langford or something was supposed to be my attorney. I'm not sure how it went south.
Okay. All right, counsel, go ahead and make your bond argument. But before you do, just so we're all on the same page, my notes say it's 25,000, 10%, no contact with complaining victim, and GPS tether. Is that your understanding?
So Judge, I thought it was 250,000, 10%,
I don't know
25,000.
what I just said, but
Oh,
my file says 250, well, yeah, 250,000, 10%, correct.
so Judge, I mean, obviously that's unaffordable. Mr. Goodman is not a man of,
Who could have guessed? Just one look at this guy's face, and you'd swear he's got $2 and a Tootsie Roll stashed in his piggy bank. And surprise, surprise, even the public defenders want nothing to do with him. That's saying a lot, considering they're legally required to represent people who can't afford a lawyer. But when even they tap out? Yeah, you know, this guy is a walking disaster. Let's not sugarcoat it. This isn't some harmless traffic ticket. This dude is facing a domestic violence charge for putting hands on his girlfriend. That's a real crime with real consequences. No amount of sovereign, citizen gibberish, or made-up legal nonsense is going to save him now. He's not just a clown, he's a dangerous one. Let's get back to the madness.
he and his significant other just acquired new housing, Your Honor. They have a baby. Mr. Goodman needs to be there to assist with childcare responsibilities because both of them were working before Mr. Goodman was taken into custody. I know we've had some issues, Your Honor, with appearing in court. Mr. Goodman has had transportation issues with respect to getting to the forensic center, and that was his issue, Judge. The tether violation was simply a malfunction of equipment. So I would ask Your Honor to, and since they do not have means, Your Honor, I would ask Your Honor to reduce I'm asking Your Honor for a personal with the tether.
Response. And counsel, you don't have to jump up to talk to me. I know it's instinctive, but it's okay if you don't.
Thank you, Your Honor. It is instinctive. Your Honor, in this case, he is before us for a misdemeanor DV. I understand he does have some pending felonies. I understand he's on a GPS tether for the felonies. I believe at this time, the most important thing is that he remain on, or that if he is released, he remains on a GPS tether. So in this case, I would not object to a personal bond.
All right. Ms. Murphy, unfortunately, this is one of those situations where I don't care what the parties think, because I've got a long history. This building's got a long history with Mr. Goodman not showing up in court. So I set the bond for that reason. I'm keeping the bond as it is for that reason.
I freaking love Judge Oakley, guys. You can just tell he's a straight-up good dude who has zero tolerance for BS. Even when both parties were ready to let this clown walk, Judge Oakley stood firm. He wasn't falling for the act. He hit the guy with a brutal dose of reality. Exactly what a real judge should do. Honestly, it was so satisfying to watch. Let me know what you thought about that moment in the comments. It was top-tier courtroom justice. But don't go anywhere, because we're jumping straight into another explosive case. This time, it's Judge Boyd behind the bench. And things go off the rails fast. The young defendant? Yeah, he decides it's a great idea to talk slick and act cool in front of the judge. Spoiler alert, it backfires hard. Let's dive in and watch the chaos unfold.
All right, why were you late for court?
I really don't got any excuse besides I got insomnia.
I'm sorry, what?
I really don't got any excuse, but I got insomnia.
He overslept, Judge. That's what he's saying.
All right, so here's the thing. You need to be on time for court. Otherwise, you know what's going to end up happening? Whether you're 20 or 18, guess what? We'll make sure that you come on time. If you're not on time, we'll know where you are. You know how we'll know that?
Got my address.
I'm sorry, what?
I said, y'all got my address.
No, because you'll be in Orange and we'll bring you over from the jail. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
How far did you go in school?
In school?
Yes.
10th grade.
All right, why did you only go to the 10th grade?
I dropped out.
Why?
Because there was like a lot of drama.
All right, so let me explain to you about drama. Drama is you coming before the court and not addressing the court properly. Drama is using slang and not proper English coming before the court. So my advice is you probably want to get your GED so that you can get a job, because now it is hard to get good employment without at least a high school diploma. And even if you have a high school diploma, it's still hard. Guess what? People who go to college, and I'm not talking to people who go to college and they're getting a degree in philosophy, finding a job. I mean, people who are going to college, getting a degree in engineering, biology, they're all having a hard time finding employment. So you come along and you don't even have a 10th grade education and you're trying to get employment, it does not look good. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you employed?
I was employed.
So that's a no, right? You're not working?
No, ma'am.
So that means that your mom or somebody is supporting you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So when you come back here on the 27th, you're going to come on time and you're going to address the court properly. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. We have an excuse?
Yes. Once you sign the reset form.
Man, I had to include that last clip. Who talks to a judge like they're at a bar with their boys? Wild. But let's get back to that sovereign citizen clown. Screaming on Zoom? Seriously? These guys should be forced to show up in person. Way harder to act tough face to face. And honestly, some judges need to stop being so soft. There's a big difference between being fair and letting fools waste the court's time. Judge Oakley, he handled it perfectly. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. And if you liked the video, hit that like and subscribe. I post daily. Thanks for watching.